This video is mostly just me thinking about agents and how they're going to work, and I'm still working through that in my head. I just wanted to explain how I think it's going to work out and get some feedback on that. So tell me what you guys think. So let's get started. So I'm going to make an example agent, which is going to be a cheese. So this is going to be a simple run through of a simple agent. And then I'm going to get into features of agents a bit later. So I'm going to create this cheese class, and it's going to have a game object in it. And the game object is what is actually the engine is interacting with. It's like a simple new simp in creatures. And I'm going to declare this as having collision and sprite. Now I'm going to make a constructor. And an anchor is an object that has a meta room, a offset in the meta room, and a rotation and a scale. So that's an anchor. And so you can have an anchor representing one room of a meta room, and then if you move the meta room in a later version, you can move the anchor up or wherever you moved it to, and all the others will follow it. So here I'm going to have set time flag is a 1, so it processes time. It's carryable. It's mouseable. It suffers gravity. And that's all I can think of. Oh yeah, it has a category. And then I'm going to set up its sprite. And this is working by me getting the sprite component from the object. Now I have the sprite, and I can set its file to cheese and set its draw order to 400. And now I'm going to make another constructor for this cheese. No, I'll do that a bit later when things are more explained. Now I'm going to make the eat script. And eat script is script number 12, so I can put 12 there. And now the name of the script. And who I got it from. So I'm going to say my game object stimulate who I got it from with stimulus 78 and strength 1.0. And I'm going to create a sound effect at my current location. Oh, that's what I forgot to do. I forgot to set location. So that line is going to set where I am in the world. So I'm going to make this create a sound effect at my location with chomp. And finally, I'm going to kill the object. Yeah. Okay, so this is the first part of the agent file. The agent requires 3 kinds of scripts. This is one kind, and for the thing to accept it, I need to say if I want to distribute the source. So define 1. And so if this is 1, then it is possible to get the original script file out of the agent once it's been created. And if it's 0, then it's not possible to do that. So if it's 1, then you want to make it so people can look at what you did. So now I'm going to go into this other file, and this is going to be the actual installer for the agent. And an agent can have any number of installers. So for this file, I have author, which is going to be me, version, which is going to be 1.0, and name, which is cheese, and I need to make these defines, I forgot. And define, actually, no, begin, description, which is a multi-line string, and that. So now, this is what's going to be appearing in like the agent inject or whatever that is. Oh, I need to find a type too. No, the type doesn't go there. I'm confused. And so installer is going to make a cheese. And remover is going to delete objects of class cheese. Okay, so this, I'm creating this cheese, but there's no such function here, so I need to create one. So this is the same thing, but it doesn't have this transform. And so for this one, I'm going to say cheese, and now I'm going to give it the transform. And set the install velocity. So that's the second file the agent needs. There's a script file. Now the third agent script file. This is, there's one of these per agent, and it's defining what other agents can see, and I'll get into that. So what this is going to say is functions in the agent that other agents can use. So in this case, I'm going to add a factory. So I'm going to say void cheese factory, and this is going to take an anchor. And a velocity, I guess. And give it a default parameter of 0, 0. Actually, yeah. Okay. So this is going to make cheese again. With the transform. But what makes this function special is that I'm going to make it a shared function. Now I have this shared function. I'm going to expose this function in this other file. So I say external shared void and this is going to expose this function so that other agents can see it. So now I'm going to do an example of this. So this is an example of how MetaRoom might go together. And so I'm going to create an installer script. And this is going to have a resources command. Which looks like this. And title, keys, and min version, which is going to be 0, and max version, which is 1. And min version and max version are optional parameters. And now I'm just going to assume some resources exist so I can give examples how you might do this. So I can go that Liz and call that doors, and eco by hunter2, and I don't know, and just call that Joe and have it Coconut Grove. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go with lifts. And so I'm going to add a meta room. So I create an anchor for the meta room. And I can just say, in this case, eat, cheese, create cheese, anchor, and I'm going to offset it by that much. So it'll go there in the meta room. And then I'm going to go with, say, add a callback to the agent, which is going to be an agent callback. So author Al, title Coconut Grove, and uninstalled equals a function. We're going to say and so what this is going to do is it's going to trigger this callback when either I install this installer and this Coconut Grove agent has already been installed, or once I've installed this when the Coconut Grove has been installed. So I'm going to add a door. And let's say she has a parameter that's like a way to make which door you want. So this is going to be get the background if it's installed, and add the location I want to it. And then same thing. And add it to where I am. So this is going to add a function for installers, and I'm just going to say that Liz was nice and added a function so we can remove stuff. And let's say that this function just will search for doors matching these parameters. And I forgot that plus sign. Remove them. So that's our callback, so that if this other room gets installed, then we get a door to it, and if it gets removed, we remove it too. So yeah, basically this is how the thing I'm planning for the thing to work. So you would create an agent and have a way to these factory methods. I picked the wrong thing there. So other people can use your agent and install things from it. And if this resource can't find an agent matching this, then it'll produce an error message saying I can't go on with the installer. I don't have all the resources I need. So that's the general idea. Leave in the comments if you have any questions, if I didn't explain it very well, or any other feedback, because I had considered if it's possible to basically only let other agents use this thing if they have a password of some kind, but I decided that wasn't possible. Yeah. I still don't like that that's not possible, but it doesn't seem to be.